No. And then you can see ducks.
Incredible scene where she is herself in all these different stages of her life.
The only two mutants.
So shout out to JB for their theory. Hi T.
Hello everybody and welcome back to our channel. It's your boy Chosen Wisdom.
And it's your girl Divergent Girl.
Yes sir, and we're back with another reaction, review, breakdown, discussion and everything in between. We're gonna watch WandaVision episode 7.
Called Breaking the Fourth Wall.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah, Monica got thrown through 4 walls in that episode when she got dashed out.
Yeah. So what's this episode gonna be about? Monica plots her return, Wanda navigates unsettling complications, and Vision forms a new alliance.
Oh, Vision and a new alliance.
So yes, guys, we are excited about watching this one.
Yeah.
We can't wait to watch it with you. Please press the like button. If you subscribed, turn on your notifications. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Before we watch this one, let's quickly discuss what happened in episode 6. Because the previous episode was like, it was insane.
Yeah.
It was absolutely...
It was jam-packed.
It had so much to unpack. If you guys haven't seen our reaction to the previous episode, we encourage you to go back and watch our previous video. So first and foremost, the episode had a 90s feel, a 90s theme. We saw that with the intro. And we spoke about the fact that the intro reminisced of Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
The music behind it, the clothes that the actors were wearing, it clearly had a 90s theme to it. We also spoke about the fact that the kids are playing a much more prominent role in the show. And at the start of the episode, we see them speaking to the camera. We get to know their personalities a little bit more. I think Tommy is a bit more of an extrovert, a bit more like the uncle, perhaps, where Billy is maybe a bit more introverted. He's supposed to be the geeky brother or the geeky twin.
And the fact that they were speaking to the camera, that is actually breaking the fourth wall.
And scaring people, but mostly candy.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, isn't it?
We also thought about how Quicksilver was going to settle in. And it seemed like he settled in quite well. He's in the intro.
Yeah.
And he's openly using his powers in front of the kids. The kids have taken a liking to him. He is, I think, supposed to be the cool uncle. You know, the uncle that sleeps on a sofa all day. And so he's taken on that role. He settled in well in the family.
There are some that are questioning who Pietro is, including Wanda.
What happened to your accent?
The conversation, as you mentioned in the last review, between brother and sister. Some people wondered if he was interrogating Wanda. That's why he was asking so many questions, so many detailed questions.
Who knows, guys? I think those are the right questions to be asking. So the whole episode was set on Halloween, and Vision had his own idea. He didn't want to go trick-or-treating with the family. He was going off investigating like he was
Columbo,
NCIS, whatever. While the kids and the mom and, of course, the uncle have gone trick-or-treating. And while trick-or-treating, we get to find out that Tommy has super speed.
Next stop, Cavity Town.
And later on in the episode, it is revealed that Billy has similar powers to his mum.
Yeah.
Tommy, throughout the episode, he kept trying to be like the uncle.
Yeah.
It's quite ironic that he ended up having super speed. And we know these two characters from the comics, from the Marvel universe, as, you know, Speed and Wiccan. It was also quite cool to see everybody in their original costumes.
Yeah.
That was such a big throwback to see Vision and Wanda and the kids. And even Quicksilver in his throwback costume. That was quite cool.
That was cool.
There's a really good scene in that episode with Monica and Wayward. We spoke about the fact that those two both have gone through trauma and they could be on opposite end of the trauma scale. Monica said something really profound.
Yeah.
If Wanda is the problem, then she's also the solution.
Yeah.
So Vision is playing Columbo, as you do, and he's coming face to face with these mannequins. He's not going to do the challenge. He's like, no, I'm not involved. He's walking past these mannequins. Some of them are crying because the challenge is too hard. But he eventually sees Agnes.
Right by Ellis Ave, where Wanda told the kids, do not go past.
Past Ellis Avenue.
What is that all about? And the conversation they had, things she was saying, the cackling.
Yeah.
It was all a bit,
Suspect.
And we see Vision escaping the hex, or at least attempting to. His body starts to disintegrate and he starts to die. Which was quite traumatic. And it seems as if they're just trying to re-traumatize us again and again, you know. During that scene is when it is revealed that Billy has powers, and he tells his mum that he can feel his father's pain.
What is it, Billy?
And what does Wanda decide to do? Enlarge the hex. So we see these great scenes where the hex just enlarges and consumes everything. And everything, of course, once they're consumed within the hex, changes. Such a fantastic episode with so many layers. And you guys have been just amazing with your interaction again, with your theories and with your knowledge, making us feel that we're more prepared before we go into watching, you know, each episode. Thank you guys for interacting with us. That's what we want. That's the whole purpose of the channel, for people here to feel that they can have an opinion and to voice their opinions. Thank you guys for your interactions and for the comments on episode 6, which were really, really interesting, actually. And we do have a few shout outs because you guys are always coming with that knowledge.
We've got to recognise some people
because
we had some wonderings and we had some questions for you guys around theories. Chin Chin, hi tea.
There were complaints that we didn't behave
British enough.
Well, I must be punished then, mustn't I? You're a naughty boy.
Yes, I am now the typical British you like to see. Yes, quite.
Oh, you forgot the baby finger. You good? That's it. He's doing it. You're doing it big. You do it big or not at all?
I'm joking, guys. Anyway, we're gonna cut that out.
So shout out to everybody who agreed with me last week that there is something up with Agnes, that she was faking it when she was having a conversation with Vision by Ellis Ave. So shout out D Brown, Isaac Hinds, and Bad Boy Gaming. There are also those of you last week who were wondering about whether Mephisto is going to be making an appearance in this week's episode. So shout out to Chris, Fitzroy, and Mark for that one. Also shout out to Louch and Dimitri, who had some theories around Vision or Jarvis and Wanda going in to get his body. There are a bunch of you who have questions about Pietro, his origins, and who he really is and what his purpose really is in Westview. Shout out Tyrone, who definitely thinks Pietro is an agent of S.W.O.R.D, faking it. Also wanted to thank Patrick for answering my query around who the person that Monica was planning to go meet right before everything went kind of haywire, but who actually thinks that it's going to be Blue Marvel. Now, this is a character that I'm not very familiar with, but we'll definitely be looking up after this episode, seeing more about who that character could be.
Blue Marvel, I don't think I've heard of Blue Marvel before. Who's that missing person, man? Who's your connect, Monica? Tell me who your connect is. Hook me up.
And speaking of missing persons, there are loads of different theories about who the missing person could be, but one particular theory really stood out to us and really got us quite excited. So shout out to JB for their theory around who the missing person is. That they believe it's Wonder Man, who is in a witness protection scheme, and that Wayward is actually Wonder Man's brother, a supervillain called the Grim Reaper. That would be very interesting.
A supervillain called the Grim Reaper.
And obviously there's loads of you who have theories around whether or not we're going to be seeing the introduction of mutants into the universe, or whether or not it's going to turn out to be Mephisto's behind all of this. And Tricky D, we haven't forgotten you, Tricky D. We know, it's literally one of the MVPs, because Tricky D's got all the knowledge, like somehow has literally all the knowledge. Yep. So we have some people who think that S.W.O.R.D was actually trying to use Vision's body as a weapon, and that's why the W in S.W.O.R.D has been changed. Ultron might not be dead. Where's Ultron? What's going on with Ultron?
How can you not be dead?
No.
I know that's an interesting theory, but I'm like, we saw him dying, right?
Well, we saw the
I guess
machine
the
die.
machine died. I see what you're trying to do.
Okay, it's just too intriguing now. We need to actually get into this episode.
With me?
You fucking with me? You fucking with me.
Guys, thanks for your comments. Keep interacting with us. We enjoy reading your thoughts and your theories on this show. It is one of those shows that triggers all kinds of thinking.
Yeah, I was very triggered in the last episode. I think one of you guys even noticed it. No!
Ooh.
How dare he? Yes, I was triggered.
It is one of those shows, guys. It's been great interacting with you. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it moving.
Yes. And welcome to all the new subscribers and to the people who have subscribed in the last month. We're a relatively new channel.
Yeah.
It's just been so good to kind of sit with like-minded people, but having different opinions and different theories. So, yeah, keep them coming, guys.
So respect.
Yeah.
Spud. Spud me.
Yeah.
In London. That's it. Yeah, man. Spud me.
Yeah, that's how you say
Spud
that.
me, fam. Maybe we need to do
British
some
slang.
British slang, London slang thing.
For you guys.
But we know a lot of our viewers are from the US. Anyway, we digress.
From breaking this fourth wall to let's go to the breaking the fourth wall episode.
Let's react. No more yippity yak. It's time to react.
Oh yeah, yakety yak. Don't talk back. From the other episode. Oh yeah, from the first episode.
Bogle. Yeah, guys. I am Jamaican. Born in Jamaica, raised in Britain. You're Jamaican me crazy. What do you think's going to happen? Because I assume Vision's now alive again, right? So he's going to have to speak to Wanda and confront her.
If he remembers. I don't know if his memory gets wiped going through the border.
Monica apparently is plotting her return. So who's that connect? Are we going to find out who that connect is? You know, another big reveal. Is it Blue Marvel? I
want to see what's going to happen with Agnes. I want some answers today about Aggie. Let's not be like beating around the bush anymore. Aggie and Dottie together. I don't like the trouble.
Wagwan.
And where's the beekeeper?
Man has slipped away. Let's do this, man. Let go.
Oh, and Pietro. Let's see if we're going to find out.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see if Wanda finds out who he really is.
Let's play. Previously on WandaVision.
You've gone through the boundary twice. The energy inside has rewritten your cells.
To reach those outside of Westview and make sense of our situation.
Fake. The people need help.
It's not like your dead husband can die twice.
Slap.
The kids heard that.
He's never gonna negotiate with us.
Oh yeah, you said it right in front of them, right?
If Wanda is the problem, she has to be our solution.
Yes, Monica's thinking right. It's going to be Monica that's going to save everybody.
Yeah.
It's that personal touch. Oh, Darcy. Darcy.
My prediction was Darcy is going to merge with the car that she's strapped to and become a Transformer and going to be called Darksformer. It sounds stupid and it is stupid. It's not going to happen, but it's my prediction.
They could be in the What If series. There's a cartoon version. That would be sick. And let's do it properly, okay? Give us answers.
Don't be a politician. Give us answers.
Say that again.
Oh, in the 2000s?
Yeah, we've moved up now.
Letting our fear and anger get the best of us. Intentionally expanding the borders of the false world we created.
Oh, she's depressed.
Mom, our game is freaking out.
What? Imagine!
What?
Uno! It caused too much problems, too much arguments.
Listen, I saw the GameCube and that's it. I got excited, like, GameCube!
Just resting her eyes.
Mom, my head feels weird. It's like really noisy.
I plan on taking a quarantine-style staycation.
What is this reminiscent of?
This is reminding me of Arrested Development.
I was flying, but a little too close to the sun.
You let him go in the sun?
She's still wearing the Halloween costume. Old school. It's glitching.
Is she losing
Missing! Who's the missing person? It's a kid. The milk is changing decades.
Is he going back and forward?
Yeah.
Is she losing control?
Am I right?
She said this episode's she needs a day for herself, so everything's got Wanda on it. She's depressed because she's been confronted with the truth by a number of people.
Is that why she's losing a bit of control?
And she's expanded it. It must take a lot of power.
Wow.
Whoa!
Wayward.
We launched today.
Oh God, what are these guys gonna do? They're gonna make it worse.
Now it looks like kind of a hexagon.
Bish. Okay, we've gone from cinematic to...
Full. So it's literally straight after.
Yeah, he's like, what is going on? Why is there a carnival circus? He remembers clearly something.
You're the new clown? You're late for rehearsal with the escape artist.
Ah, she's not a transformer.
This alabaster complexion wasn't fooling anyone.
You don't remember me from last night? We locked eyes. There was an unspoken understanding.
Huh?
No, wait!
Is this his ally?
Well, if he doesn't want to be here, there's nothing I can do about it.
Last night, Uncle P said that thing about re-killing Dad.
Don't believe anything that man said. He is not your uncle.
Here we go. He's not your uncle.
No answers.
You're not meant to tell your 10-year-old kids that.
Wow. A mother is God in the eyes of a child. Wow.
I mean, you're welcome to draw your own conclusion. That's just where I'm at.
No, the viewer is too.
Vision is made of vibranium. They literally inherited tough skin. Hi, Agnes.
She just used the powers to open the door.
Okay, she's moved into another stage of grieving now.
Why don't you give your mom some me time?
Convenient Agnes.
Those of you who think she just wants to get alone with the kids.
Promise I won't bite.
Oh, I promise I won't bite, guys.
She looked into the camera. They're all breaking the fourth wall all the time.
You are a lifesaver.
You're a lifesaver.
Boundaries, say no more.
Boundaries.
Gonna watch some Friends.
Wow, we're going way back in time. She's trying to convince herself she's fine. Literally, by changing everything around her.
She ain't fine.
Oh, what'd you find?
R&D reports.
R&B reports. I'm joking.
Edward wasn't decommissioning Vision.
No.
He was trying to bring him back online.
Yes.
Nothing worked, so
Good catch.
Edward wants his sentient weapon back.
someone has to tell Wanda.
There you go. Wayward.
After all that effort she's gone to save Vish, and she's not going to find him, the kids are even mentioning it to her. It's like they've had an argument. She doesn't want to deal with it.
Major Goodner, Captain Rambeau.
My mother would appreciate your loyalty.
I think someone's mentioned this character.
Really?
You get your specs right?
Oh, that's the thing she said she wanted to build, right?
She's perfect.
She's trying to go in, but what will it look like once it's inside?
Excuse me.
Fool the guesser.
I believe that you were part of a team monitoring a supernatural anomaly, and, well, you're in it.
You're right.
I'll go out with you, but I'm ordering a lobster.
I'm ordering lobster, you know.
Oh no.
There we go.
Hello, self. You know, I secretly wanted a guest spot on the show, but that sucked.
What is your name?
Not going anywhere.
Whoa!
You go, Darcy. Clocked him. It's a right hook.
Oh yeah, because they want to keep her hostage.
Are my children safe? And who is that imposter Pietro?
Imposter Pietro.
It makes me think, he hasn't turned her back, right? Vision.
No.
So he can just, free them? And keep them freed if he wanted to? Because if he can, why did he put Norm back? After he freed Norm, why did he unfree him?
She even flashed forward there. The house is too modern now. There's a stalk.
I don't understand what's happening.
Modern Family reminds me of that as well.
Yeah.
Why it's all falling apart and why I can't fix it.
Because you can't fix everything, Wanda.
think maybe this is what you deserve?
What?
Who are you saying that?
Subconscious.
Feeling depressed.
Said she was depressed.
There you go.
Antidepressant that works to anchor you back to your reality.
Wow.
Side effects.
Imagine.
Feeling your feelings, confronting your truth. You should not take Nexus unless your doctor has cleared you to move on with your life.
Gosh, we're gonna have to dissect that.
Is that a nod to the Mind Stone?
Penny for your thoughts.
I like it here. It's because it's quiet.
Why is it
You're
quiet?
quiet, Agnes.
He can't hear her
On the
thoughts.
inside.
You're quiet on the inside.
I
She
think he
is
can
not.
hear thoughts.
Your mom can do anything. She's super mom.
She really is.
Try telling a 10-year-old that his mother is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
She has nothing internal because she's been controlled or because of something else.
That's a good question.
And I'm gonna go get her out.
That costume looks funny.
She's so brave. I was gonna say she looks funny and cute and cool all at the same time.
Let's go, Monica. Godspeed.
Earthanaut. I mean, Wanda sees that thing rolling into town. Oh my lord. This
These
woman.
guys ain't been watching. Go through unharmed. We'll see. There we go.
She's not even, tentatively. She's like, no, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do it. Come on, Monica. Well.
Just sail right through.
Oh.
It's gonna sail right through. She ain't been watching.
The density start. Wow. She's just gonna start driving up.
Monica, get out of there.
Get out, man. Oh no. Let's stay calm.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, you got this. You got this. There we go. She's out. Okay.
She fell again, but.
Move, move, move. Well.
Wow.
No. Don't try it. She thinks if she just goes through by herself, she will get through. Don't do it. No.
Oh my lord. No, you stupid.
She could still get through. Oh no, she is changing. Her cells are rewriting. It's all of her, all the decades.
Wow.
She's thinking of her whole life.
Mom's lucky. When they were handing out kids, they gave her the toughest one.
Hey, Carol. Yes.
Whoa.
Okay. This is who we been needing. She's gonna be the superhero.
Yeah.
Yes, Monica.
Okay. Whoa.
Whoa,
Shit.
she sees things differently. She can see everything. She can see all the magic.
Whoa. Flipping heck.
Yes. Okay.
So, Wanda killed me?
But
Oh.
it's not that simple. You asked her to do it.
Why would I have done that?
She's taking it back. She's explaining everything to him.
Until the bad guy rewound time and killed you himself. There are a few extra texts.
I came back and died again.
And she had to watch.
Mm.
Oh, man, another red light?
It's on purpose to slow you down.
Wanda is creating these impediments to stop me returning home.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just fly.
This is... She's coming up with everything possible to stop you.
I'm not amused.
Somebody.
British, we're not amused. Yes.
Jarvis.
Yes.
Jarvis. Yes.
My corporal form was born of Ultron's plan for global genocide.
Yes.
What am I now?
Well, that's what we want to know.
You're asking the right questions, logic, man.
What I don't get is why you can't leave the hex.
Come on, you're super smart. Figure something out.
I've been watching WandaVision for the past week, and the love you two have is real.
Yes. We've been watching WandaVision. She called it WandaVision. I see you, DAS former.
Wow. So she got super speed or something as well. Or did...
Oh my gosh, this scene is going to be awesome.
Wanda? I don't want to hear about it.
She's in denial. She's not ready. Dottie.
All you do is lie!
Oh.
The only lies I've told are the ones you put in my mouth.
Mmm.
Do it then. Take me out. That's where you and Hayward differ. Don't let him make you the villain.
Mmm.
Yeah. Yes.
Maybe I already am.
No. Ooh. Agnes.
I'm not afraid of you, Wanda. I lost the person closest to me, too.
She did.
The worst thing I can think of has already happened to me.
Mm.
I can't change it. I can't undo it. I can't control this pain anymore. And
Face it
because it's my truth.
and overcome. Yes.
Wanda,
Young
you have
lady, I think you overstayed your welcome. Run along, dear.
Oh.
Wanda,
What's
you
going on
have to
here?
Take it down. No.
Don't make me hurt you.
Gosh, everyone in the town is just trying to keep her calm, basically. Follow them.
What did we say, man? This episode, flipping heck.
This is getting a rewatch. Oh, and now the children need to cross the road. Here we go.
And then you can see ducks and swans
Yes.
and, you know, what the heck.
I had no idea how much Wanda had endured before coming to Westview. Oh, I can't remember it. For me, it feels like it happened to someone else. You know? But for her, it's mere weeks ago. What am I? This is absurd.
He's got a lapel mic and a boom mic. Oh, that is cute. Oh, my. Yes, you said, why don't you just fly?
Why in this motherfucker been flying?
Should be flying all along.
Come on, man.
No, but he needed to hear the story from Darcy. A cup of tea.
Agnes.
I don't know if I trust this woman's tea. Where are the kids?
The rabbit. Bug.
Where are the twins?
They're probably just playing in the basement.
She's kind of wearing complementary colours to what Vision's wearing as well.
She wants her to go down into the basement.
This is like reminiscent of 90s horror.
Or just any horror. Why does she want her to go
The
down?
basement.
Go down into the basement.
What are all these vines entwining? Why would they be playing down in this scary looking place? This is... It's like the Upside Down in Stranger Things. It's like a completely different world.
Yeah.
Skulls and... Is this dark magic?
Wanda, I think you were the only magical girl in town, did you?
Here we go.
Here we go, guys.
The name's Agatha Harkness.
Yes, you were right. Oh no! This is like the Addams Family. Of course. He started glitching after she was near him.
Oh, she sent him.
She was faking it.
And I killed Sparky too.
Someone thought that.
I don't know why that's funny.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
This has ended differently. We're now looking into Wanda's eyes, not Vision's eyes. Wow.
Yeah.
Yowie wowie. I don't even know what to say.
I don't even know where to start. How to think.
All the Agatha theories.
It's too much.
We got there in the end, guys. We got there in the end.
I have a brain overload at the moment.
It's been Agatha
I'm not quite sure how to
all
compute.
along.
Like everything, like what has been Agatha? Wow, Monica.
Monica has got her powers.
The hex, going through the hex, I guess changing her cells again, but this time, she's gone through.
She literally broke through the physical boundary and she was breaking through Wanda's emotional boundaries too, just slightly.
Yeah.
She was getting to her until Agatha came along. It's been
Revealed.
Agatha all along. I love that song. I still want to know what the symbolism of all these things in the end credits are. Like these glasses, that's Darcy's glasses, right? That looks like a water tower.
Butterfly.
Butterflies. Oh, Vision and Wanda's original costumes. Oh yeah, Pietro wasn't in this at all. So maybe that's it. He's done. His role might be done. He might not be.
Yeah, he's not going to be in it again.
That was clever. These are the two rings. What are these symbols? Like
Oh, post credits.
2804. Oh, she's followed them. Monica is her last hope. Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Snoopers gonna snoop.
Snooper's gonna snoop. Oh no. And we know he's a manifestation from Agnes.
Yeah.
So, but Agnes is not aware that Monica's got powers now.
What are Monica's powers?
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we can do.
Okay. They're doing it to us with the end credit.
Yes, guys. What an episode. Where do we begin? Flipping heck. The episode is a 2000, the year 2000 style episode.
Yeah.
The intro has been modernized. We're no longer in the 90s.
No.
We're in the year 2000.
Yeah.
In the year 2000. Something water. Anyway, it seems to me that Wanda is losing control. And Wanda is clearly depressed and she wants a day to herself.
Yeah.
So it seems as if today is Wanda's day to just think about and worry about Wanda. The kids are worried as well. Where's Daddy? I thought, okay, are we going to have an episode where Wanda just puts her feet up and she's in a jacuzzi and getting her nails done or something? That's what that's what I thought.
The kids did ask, what was the whole thing about Dad dying? What do you mean about that?
Yeah.
What you said last episode.
The kids mentioned
Mum.
that.
Wanda says, don't trust that guy. He's not your uncle. So, like we all suspected, on some level, she knows he's not her brother.
Yeah.
Also, it's very reminiscent of shows like Arrested Development and Modern Family, where they do have like parts where they talk directly into the camera.
Yeah.
Breaking the fourth wall. And also being interviewed. Both those shows do that sort of interview method. Like someone behind the screens is like interviewing.
Being quite pleasant, you know, going through the decades.
Yes.
They did that really, really well. Well done.
And we had some theories, and it's just from my own personal experience, like when you move to a country in the West, you tend to watch a lot of the TV shows and the sitcoms of the West to catch up on, to learn languages. I think some people have had theories around that's why we're going through these decades in a TV sitcom format, because that's one way that Wanda acclimatized herself to America.
It's also quite cool that we get to see how big the hex has now become. We can actually see the hexagon shape. So it is quite definitive. And Wayward, has survived the little idiot. He's planning to get in. He's still up to no good. And Vish, he's woken up. So he's now been encapsulated into the hex.
Oh, damn. He's woken up in more ways than one, you know.
Listen, throughout the whole episode, Darcy tells Vision what's happened. And I think she goes all the way back from, you know, the Avengers.
Yeah.
From the Avengers all the way to Endgame.
Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
She
and I
touched
think
upon all of it.
she explained the whole thing to Vision. It's quite interesting because Vision, you know, is logic-based. So now that he has that information, what is Vision now going to do? Because Wanda kept trying to stop or prevent Vision from getting home.
Or was it Wanda? Now that we know it's Agatha all along, maybe it was her. I was also thinking breaking the fourth wall has so many contexts, because Darcy is literally explaining to Vish, like he's a viewer, you died, then you were brought back, then you had to be killed again, and she had to kill you because she loves you, and you had to save the world. The universe is layers and meta and mirroring everything. That's why I think the whole thing's about breaking the fourth wall, literally.
Yeah, literally.
Every character has had multiple experiences of that wall being broken.
So Darcy tells Vision everything. Throughout the episode, I was saying, why is Vision taking a vehicle? Why is he driving when he can fly? And it was annoying me. And then right at the very end, he just took off. What's going to happen? Agnes, as usual, turns up at the right time and offers to babysit the kids.
Again.
And as you know, at this point, this is when it gets even more interesting. Because later on, we find out who Agnes really is. It's also confirmed that Wayward only wants Vision back to weaponize him again.
Yeah. So what price would he be willing to pay? Does he care about the residents of Westview? Is he willing to sacrifice them? I think that's what Monica was kind of alluding to.
It's all about power and it's all about this. There's always that guy.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the episode, I was very, very curious to find out who this Connect was. Because Monica was talking about, I'm going to get back in the Hex and I'm going to link my Connect.
Yeah.
And she's going to sort me out. And it is Agent Goodner. Are we going to find out more about the character? Is she going to be very important going forward? Let us know what you guys think. The adverts. Now, once again, I know a lot of you guys have had your theories on the adverts. And on the last video, we settled on the fact that, yes, the adverts do represent an Infinity Stone. So every advert represents an Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
This advert, which is about depression, not facing reality, essentially.
The end warning in all those kind of commercials that you see in America anyway. We don't have these kind of medicine commercials in the UK, by the way. It did say, don't take this medication without consulting your doctor if you're not ready to move on with your life.
Yeah.
Which we've been saying all along. Wanda is grieving. She was previously stuck in maybe the denial stage.
Yeah.
That's why Vision was around all the time. She didn't want to believe he was gone. However, this is the first episode. She has not been bothered to go finding him or to let the kids go find him. We think she's moving into the depression stage.
Yeah. You believe that advert depicts the Mind Stone. Do you guys agree? Let us know, guys. Let us know. Why can't Wiccan read Agnes? I like it here. It's quiet.
Yeah.
I can't read you, or something along those lines.
It was the first scene where I thought, okay, something magical is going on here because Wiccan can't read her thoughts or can't hear her thoughts.
Yeah. So we know Monica has been building this device or building this vehicle. I think she mentioned it to Darcy in the last episode about what she wants it to look like and so on and so forth. And she assumes that this vehicle is going to get her back into the Hex. Obviously, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It fails horribly. Monica being Monica, courageous, she tries to get through the Hex by herself without the vehicle, which makes me think, what was the whole point of the vehicle? But anyway, she pushes through by herself.
Yes.
And then we see what we've been waiting for a long time. Darcy did say the next time you go through, you might not be so lucky. It's starting to change you. And that's what it does. So she goes through the hex and...
We see that incredible scene where she is herself in all these different stages of her life. And we hear Carol Danvers' voice. All the parts of herself come back together. One of them was the Geraldine form, I think, at the very front.
Yeah.
Almost like Wanda was trying to push her back into that character.
Yeah.
But she's like, I'm not having it. Hearing that voice of her mother reminding her of how strong she is, that is what snapped her into place. And she comes out, powers in hand.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom, baby. Blue eyes.
Yes.
Her afro, her curly hair just looking all luxurious. And she's just looking like a badass and she's just ready.
Yep.
There's one thing I liked about that scene, and it's the fact that I think Monica was tapping into an inner determination, an inner drive by listening to her mum and by listening to Carol.
Yes.
And their positive words about her and about who she can become as a woman. It's the fact that she has that to go to, which is important. And I think that's the reason why she pushed through.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, one of the small differences between her and Wanda, that she has that, Monica, to lean on. And Wanda doesn't have that much.
That's deep.
And it's that drive, that push that led Monica to achieving her potential.
Yes.
So yeah, sorry, I think that scene was very underrated and I definitely want to go back and see that again. And of course, one of the last scenes, Monica finally confronts Wanda and they have a heart-to-heart and they talk about the shared grief. And we've spoken about their shared grief. And it appears, or at least appeared, that Monica was getting through to Wanda on some level. Who turns up conveniently? Agnes again.
Yeah.
Their confrontation also gets a bit heated.
Yeah.
And Wanda is surprised to see that Monica has powers.
Yeah.
Don't mess with her, Wanda. You don't know things. We don't know what her powers are yet. So
maybe she doesn't either yet.
Yeah, good point. She doesn't. So that's quite interesting.
And that whole exchange about maybe I am the villain, that was deep, because that's a question.
I've posed that question to you guys as well. Is Wanda going to be the villain of the show?
Is she going to go full villain?
Full villain.
You never go full villain.
Don't ever go full villain.
Shout out RDJ.
We end the show, Wanda going to Agnes's house for the first time, looking around, thinking, something is a bit off here. Where the heck are my sons? She goes down into the basement and she sees that web of...
deceit.
Web of deceit. More literally, the web of branches and vines. And yes, guys, we finally see Agnes, or Agatha Hartnett. It has been exposed.
Yeah, I thought it looked a bit like the Upside Down in Stranger Things. It reminded me of the contrast between darkness and light, what's above, what's below. So we're literally going underneath what's been going on. She's gone into the basement. It's very 2000s horror film, horror TV show kind of depicted. They've really thought this through really well, the writers and the creators. Every detail is meaningful and purposeful.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have clocked, but in every scene where Aggie is doing something a bit magical, she's wearing her brooch, and lots of witches wear brooches as their powerhouse or their power center or an amulet. In that scene where she's holding the cat, stroking the cat, she's got her brooch on. That brooch was also there in a couple of other scenes where mystical things were happening around, but we just assumed it was Wanda. Now we know differently. Not everything has been Wanda.
Guys, it's all been Agatha. That was my last point. After it was revealed that she's a witch, she then goes on to say it's all been her. She's been doing certain things to advance the story. You know, Pietro coming back was her. The magic trick or the magic show was her. You know, so she's been doing certain things. Killing off the dog was her.
Yeah, maybe to have some influence on making the children have some kind of grieving experience or aging up. I think a couple of you guys have wondered if Agnes has been trying to get the twins all along, and every sort of seed planted along the way is now pointing towards that, because where are the twins?
Yeah, this could all be just to get the kids, or just for Agatha to get the kids.
You made a really important point, was it in the last video, that these are the first two people or beings in this universe that are born with powers.
I think they're the only two mutants, real mutants. You know, everyone else has been injected with some sort of serum or wears a suit.
Or has adamantium in their body or something, yeah.
And they actually did a post-credit scene. In the post-credit scene, Monica's snooping around. I think Monica's found the house. And as she's about to go down into the basement, we see Quicksilver. We now know that Agnes put Quicksilver there.
Yeah.
He's there because of Agnes.
Yes.
So being controlled by Agnes, is he, you know, an extension of her? And if he is, then he's not a good guy, you know, he's cynical.
No. Yeah, and we don't want him getting his hands on Monica if he's going to... Well, but you know what? They could be throwing a curveball. Maybe he's able to break free of mind control too. Who knows?
Maybe, who knows. Did Agnes fly through the hex, or was she already in the town before Wanda put the hex up?
That's a very good question. What do you guys think? Yeah, because there's been some theories people have shared around how involved, if it is Agatha Harkness, how involved in creating the hex has she been?
But how was she involved in creating the hex? Is she involved in maintaining the hex?
We don't know. We know that she's insidious. That's what the little song said about her. We saw what she did. It was actually probably her that was glitching Herb and he was cutting through the concrete.
Yeah.
She touched him. We got to see very briefly when things were glitching in the house, a missing child on the side of the milk carton, which I know in America you guys sometimes have. Well, I don't know if you have it anymore, but missing kids on the milk carton. Is that the missing person? But if they're a missing person, they're a child. Or did I just miss that? Is it not a child? It's actually an adult.
If it is a child, was it Agnes? I'm joking. The next episode is going to be interesting.
Very.
Because I don't know the level of Agnes.
Yes.
What is her strength?
Yeah,
is she as strong as Scarlet Witch or not? You know, how much danger is Wanda in?
Yeah.
And also, where the hell are the kids?
Yes.
Where are the kids? What's Quicksilver going to do to Monica? What is Monica's power?
Yeah.
What is the extent of her power? You know, what's going to happen between Quicksilver and Monica?
What's going to happen between Scarlet Witch and Agnes down there in the basement?
You know, what's Vision going to do?
He's got all the insider info now. He's clued up like we are. He needs to go and watch Age of Ultron now. He needs to go watch Endgame and...
He needs a recap.
Yeah, he needs a recap.
He's got his little synopsis.
From Darcy.
From Darcy. But what's he going to do with that information now? That was a question I asked before this episode.
Yeah.
What's he now going to do with the information? And because it's so slow-paced, we didn't get to find out. But he's got even more information.
Yes, he has. I think he mentions in one of the scenes where he's talking to the camera, breaking the fourth wall. I'm experiencing this like I'm another person. But for Wanda, this has just happened 3 weeks ago. So that even in itself is a little nod to like how people handle trauma. We've seen him fly off, but we don't know what's going to happen next.
No. It was also quite interesting that this is the first episode, you might have mentioned it before, the first episode where she's been away from him.
Yes.
The whole episode, and she's openly said, it's fine, I don't need to look for him.
Yeah.
So, is this, you know, her getting over Vision?
Yeah. You move through the stages and depression is one of them. So is anger before you get to acceptance. So I wonder how we're going to move through this. And
there you have it, guys. That was our reaction, review, breakdown, discussion of WandaVision episode 7. And we've posed a few questions.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys think is going to happen in the next episode. Because we don't have many episodes left, do we?
Yeah, just 2 more.
Let us know. Comment below. Don't forget to smash the like button. Turn on your notifications. And as usual, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this.